Olá pessoas diversas, pessoas da internet, tudo bem com vocês? Meu nome é Edvan e seja bem-vindo aqui a mais um vídeo do meu canal. E hoje eu estou com duas pessoas maravilhosas que são artistas aqui em Beijing e eles fazem arte drag. Here in my side we have like a drag king, right? You can introduce yourself.
I'm Jacob Straight Up, representing for House of Lily today. I am South African in origin, but found myself in China and loving it.
My other side, my beautiful friend. You can introduce yourself.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, my name is Charlie van der Ho. I'm also from the Beijing drag house, House of Lily, and I'm a woman.
Totally. So welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to say that I'm really surprised because when I decided to record this video, I thought about like Chinese drag queens, but I figured out there are many foreigners like doing drag art. How do you feel like being a foreigner doing drag art in China?
I thought it would be more of a thing, seeing as China does have a history of portraying opposite genders in their theatre. Turns out it is kind of a new concept for them. So that was a revelation for me. I did not know that. I discovered drag for myself really in China as well. I have dressed and behaved as opposite gender identity before, but not as a king, not for entertainment, more for myself.
When you talk about like local drag queens, we expect to find like the locals doing this kind of art.
Yes.
But here we have like the local people and also foreigners. So what do you think like about this? Like you have like mix like nationalities doing represent the Chinese drag art.
For the record, I'm Chinese. I know I don't sound like I'm from China, but
Yeah.
it's all the illusion.
You wanna say something Chinese to prove?
大家好，我是中国的美女。Actually, in Beijing, it's I can't tell about other places because China is too big. But in Beijing, I know that we House of Lily, it's a drag house that combined with Chinese drag queens and foreign drag queens and foreign drag kings, and we are like a mix of together. We perform together, we have fun together. Like out of drag, we are friends. We hang out together as well. So yeah, we mix it quite very well, I think. So far, yes. And also, I think drag is something.
But this is a local, like a Beijing thing, or it's also in Shanghai? In other cities?
Yes, as far as I know, there are many other places. For example, Shanghai has a big drag scene, has a big drag culture there, but
they also have foreigners there.
They also have foreigners. Okay. They also have local Chinese drag queens there as well. But I can't tell for them because I'm not in their scene. I'm in Beijing. I can tell. What I can tell is like from the Beijing, our audience, for example, the local audience that's like Chinese, when they see us, they see it as something that's something really new. And I remember that time after we performed, me, Jacob, and other drag queens, we went to like a really local Hutong. It's like a really local place. There's no foreigner has ever been there, kind of. And we were just we didn't undrag ourselves, de-drag ourselves. We were just like posing on the street, and people were stopping cars and then to literally staring at us. It's something new for them. Even though, for like,
do they understand?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I think they just see it as something strange. I think they are entertained, which is the goal.
It's trained in a good way or in a bad way?
In a good way. Nobody, I couldn't tell that anybody didn't like what they saw. They were intrigued. They were engaged. I feel that they were entertained. There were some confused looks. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a carnival, like something like that? A party? Like a Halloween party, like for example?
I don't know what they took from it, but I felt it as positive. Some people were happy to stop and take a picture with us, not of us, which is, there's a difference in approach there.
They see a bunch of foreigners. It's already scaring enough for most of Chinese people, and then foreigners dressed up and talking a different language from their local language, and
they feel intimidated.
I'm not sure if it's intimidated, but it's just like they have this kind of distance, like, oh, should I go up to them and ask them or not? But they are very curious about us.
My building manager, I think he's the building manager, I'm not actually sure, he's always hanging around our complex. I might go a week without seeing him, and sure enough, every time I go out the door in drag, that's when he's there, right in the elevator, full in my face, and the response is always the same. He just looks at me.
No way!
What is this for?
He got a crush on you. No.
On this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would like
But
feel a crush on you.
But I do confuse the man, I can say that much.
My roommates have seen me in drag before. Actually, there was one time I can't zip myself from the back, so I have to knock at the door. I was like, "Can you help me zip me up?" That was like a really big dress, and I wasn't wearing makeup. I was just wearing the dress. And she was like, she was really confused. She was like, "Okay," but she didn't want to ask any question. I don't know why she. I mean, I was hoping her to ask some question, but she wasn't. She was just like, do the job, zip me up, and then it's like, and she just went into her room. I was like, okay.
I think, in my opinion, that's how Chinese people, they treat like they something like different, let's say like that, because everything that something different happens like in front of like a Chinese person, I think they have like opinion, of course, but they don't like, for example, like in Brazil, if they don't like you, they're not going to hit your face or like something.
No.
They will try to understand like what's happening here in front of me. But
I think that's like a Chinese thing, because we are quite conserved. We are more traditional than a lot of people would imagine, but we are not really like out in your face like, oh, I fucking hate you. Is that allowed in your?
No, it's okay.
Like, I fucking hate you. I want to punch you in your face. Like, people might have their different opinions in China. For example, like there are people that are really anti-gay. A lot of gay people, they wouldn't even come out to their family, but they wouldn't. For example, like for strangers, they still have like a barrier. They know how to react. They know how to behave in front of a stranger. Like they have certain kind of respect, I would say.
When you came out like with the like being a drag, how do your family react?
My family actually don't know I'm doing drag. Yeah.
But you post on your WeChat. You have like 2 accounts. On
well, I can block my family.
But they don't know.
They don't know. Well, actually, I think my dad found out once because I was on the newspaper and someone showed him the newspaper and he asked me, he was like, what you were doing? Like, why are you dressed up as a girl?
Did he recognize you?
And I was just like, no, it was just a party, like, you know, just, like, having a little bit of fun, but I didn't really get into full detail. But he know I'm gay. Like, I already came out that part of it, like, to them. But I think for them to accept me being gay is already some like another level for the old generations of Chinese. So for them to accept me doing drag, that's gonna take a long time.
Okay.
And
but do you feel the necessity to tell them or no?
No, why? Okay. It's not necessary for me to tell them I'm doing drag. It's my lifestyle. Gay is not a lifestyle. Like being gay is not a lifestyle for me. But doing drag for me, I think is more like a lifestyle. It's like something I enjoy to do. It's like a hobby. For example, like playing tennis is my hobby, and also doing drag is my hobby.
How do you inspire yourself to do your style? Because I think it's not only about the makeup, it's about the performance, like the costume, right?
I find visually interesting or entertaining for myself is what I kind of draw from. Initially I did more makeup that was more realistic.
And you only do masculine makeup, right?
I have done female makeup once.
But you feel more into
Oh yes, I remember your tits.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Massive.
Huge balloons filled with confetti. No, I don't have a problem with it. I'll probably dabble in that again at some point, but I find this expression a lot more entertaining for myself.
It's more challenge for you to be a drag king than a drag queen?
It is. I have to remember the body language, the stance.
You should keep the character, right?
Keep the character.
Whenever he does that, I'm like...
Oh,
feeling come down the way.
I don't even have my full chest.
Uh-huh.
Hard for you today.
Does the other guys, they flirt with you and then they like, they respect you or this?
The women really love it.
Yes.
Some of the men admire the chest.
Ah.
Do that.
Because I need to tell, like, as I told, it's not only about makeup, because I saw, like, her picture, she just put some, like, how do you call it, like, to hide your poop?
Right now I'm wearing what you guys call a waist cincher that I just pulled up to.
Yes. We
push
use
my
it
boobs
down.
back.
We use it on our
Because I
chest.
saw one picture of you, like, you showed me that you put, like, stickers, I don't know, like, to cover
It's nipple caps
Nipple caps.
used for stripping.
but it's okay.
That's how I indicate where my nipples should be, because after I tape it back, my nipples end up way back there.
Ah!
So I start taping somewhere around here and tape it right around
But
the
this
other
is
side and
good.
pull it
Like
back.
I can feel it that you have
This
like
is-
a muscle
This
This
chest.
is fine
This is great.
for if I'm wearing a full shirt, but
Mhm.
if I want to do my whole chest, then I'll.
But you
I'll
also do,
tape
like,
it.
shirtless performance, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a reveal and then.
How about you? Like, how is your inspiration, like, to choose your makeup, your performance, and tell us everything.
Okay, like so like your drag name is sort of like it's your persona, like how you react to people, how your gesture to people is kind of like your personality. Your
I'm gonna tell
another
something.
side of
If you want to
personality.
know, like, why he chose this name, you need to add him on Instagram, because
Sure.
he cannot tell in this channel
Oh girl.
the meaning. So follow him on the Instagram and also follow
Him.
him.
Her.
Yeah.
Him and
Sorry, like following her on the Instagram and you understood, guys. So sorry. Follow them on the Instagram, but
So the persona,
Yeah.
and you would just imagine what would this girl wear when she's going to a night out, or when she go clubbing, what would she wear, or like what kind of song would she like, and this kind of song. And also, it's like, what song do I actually know that I can lip syncing together, like
Yeah,
without
that's a big
yes,
factor right there. The song that
yeah,
you
like
actually
without
know.
forgetting the words and also, for example, the dresses. For example, Charlie Vanderho is like someone is slutty. For example, like my hand is just like, and then so someone that's slutty. So I'm just like, okay, maybe a lot of meat showing off, and then. Like, normally I would wear blonde wig. Like, Charlie Vanderho's signature is like blonde wig and like a really stupid white girl, that kind of thing. Like, just like sexually active, but yeah.
Don't forget spending all that money on.
Yes, and also, yes, Charlie Vanderho is bougie. Speaking of that, that's why all my makeup is expensive, because this mug needs something good. Honey.
you are expensive though, honey.
I know, honey.
Yeah. So let's talk about more technical things. Let's talk about makeups, like quality and products that you use.
Yes.
For example, in Brazil, in my country, people, they like, especially when they don't have enough money, they use local products. So as you live in China, tell me, do you use, like, you and your local products, or do you need, like, to buy from specific country, specific branch, or like that?
I don't even know what I use. I just kind of go online and find something that looks as though it could work and experiment. If it works, great, more of that. If it doesn't work, bin it. Try again next time. I do have 1 or 2 palettes that are Korean in origin that has got a decent pigment to it. The rest of it, I don't even know where it's from, really. Like I said, I'm cheap, but it's kind of...
You are on the budget.
That's just like Jacob Stratum's thing is don't give a shit, I'm a dude. Like half of it is just me showing up, right?
Okay.
I want the look to be what I want it to be, but the other aspect of it is a very artistic performance, a very entertaining performance. So I do rely on that a lot heavier than having...
Okay, you do lots of experiments. So when you like doing your first makeup, like for the first time, you trying to show off like for everybody, or you just stay at home? No, I'm not like showing my makeup.
If I do a test run, I won't necessarily go out like that because it's not complete, it's an experiment, and then I learn from that, or I create that work that didn't work.
Because I would like imagine that you like to receive some feedback from the people.
I'll take a picture and I'll pass it around to the house and see what they think about it.
Okay. The first feedback comes from your group, like your
our house.
Close friends
Yes.
or at the
you
house.
call like house? Okay.
Yeah, we call it house.
Okay,
Like the house is the household that holds all of
The
us.
family.
Yes,
Yes, the
yes,
family.
yes. If the house
Okay.
speaks, you gotta listen. If mother calls, you go.
Yes.
And done.
So the leader of the house, like you call as a mother.
Yes.
We have mother and mama-san. There are two things. Mother is someone who supports us mentally, also teach us how to do makeup, and also how to teach us how to be like a girl, how to be like a man, and like give us advices. And Mama-san is our another drag queen, amazing drag queen Tiger Lily, and she's the one, sorry, I actually don't say as well. She's the one that is in charge of bookings and a lot of events going on. So
She's kind of the manager, right?
yeah, you call that in the manager, but we call her Mama-san because we are her
Okay.
pimps. She's our pimps, we are
Yeah.
her whores.
I'm trying to talk like that because it's kind of a comparison for the people.
Yes, yes.
To try to understand. So how about you for the makeup, for the product?
When I first started doing drag and I was poor, I was like, so I was just grabbing makeup and whatever makeup I would do, and but with time you want your makeup to be better, you want your makeup to be more precise and want to look nicer and want it to hold longer during the nighttime. So and with time I upgraded my makeup into some more expensive ones, and I choose to use the ones that's more quality, for example, and also local makeup. Yes, I use the sun, like, but they're more like for performance makeup. I don't really use local girl makeup because I think the Asian girl cosmetic thing it's very different from the Western. They tend to be very light. They tend to, because their ideology
in general,
of,
the
yeah,
Asian
in
makeup,
general,
okay.
in general, the Asian makeup is more lightweighted because they want to enhance their own feature. But instead of like Western makeup, you maybe want to change something on your face. So the pigment in the Western makeup is a lot more stronger, but the Asian ones are more soft. So for doing drag, obviously the Western makeup is more helpful when the pigment is more stronger, when the color is more popping.
If you want to know more and they only speak in English or Chinese in her case.
En cours de français.
French too.
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans. Sorry, Afrikaans. You can contact them through the social media of them, like Instagram. Like, it's possible for you Instagram?
Yes. We have individual Instagram. Also, we have an Instagram
for the
house,
yes.
House Lily Instagram.
So I'll link everything below so you can check it out and go there and show your support from the Brazil. And please try to talk to them in those languages like Afrikaans.
English is fine.
It's English. I think it'd be like very specific.
If you visit Beijing, and make sure check out House of Lily. We perform at Anchor Bar, and also we have our drag brunch. If you are lucky and by the time you are in Beijing and we're performing, come check us out.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye bye.